Hey guys, welcome back. So in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to create stars, and we're going to add it to our animation. First thing I want to talk about is your toolbar over here. So if you want to change the way, like I don't like how low down this goes. So if I click on this seam and I drag it over, it'll adjust the view over here. And you can see the top section are your drawing tools. Some of these should look familiar to you. I'm sorry, not drawing tools, selection tools. So this is your selection tool. This is a sub-selection tool, free transform tool. There's lasso, and there's a 3D rotation tool when it's applicable. Your next section is going to be your drawing tools. You've got a pen, type tool, line, a bunch of different options here. What I want you to notice is in this section right here is what's called your options. So if I click on the pen, my options change. If I click on the type tool, there aren't any other options, so it goes away. If I go down to the paintbrush tool, you'll notice that some other options appear. So no matter what tool you're on, this bottom section gives you the options for that tool. The next section right here is going to be your editing tools. Here's a bone tool. We'll get into that later. Paint bucket, ink bucket, all kinds of things. Camera angles, hand tools, zoom. So that's what this section is right here. All right, so we're going to be using a tool to draw stars, and first thing I want to do is go over here and to create a new layer. So if you click down here where your photos are, you'll see you have background, photo 1, photo 2, photo 3. Let's minimize that so that it's nice and neat, and let's lock them so nothing else comes up. And let's go ahead and create a new layer. So we're just going to click on new layer. It comes right on top. We're going to double click and let's name it stars. All right, and then we're going to come over here and we're going to move our playhead over to frame 36. So just about right there. All right, we're going to go up to Insert and Timeline and Keyframe. Remember that shortcut is F6. All right, so this is telling Adobe Animate that we want to put a keyframe in here. And the next thing that we're going to do is to go ahead and create our star shapes to appear in frame 36 in this layer. So we're going to go over to the Tools box and we're going to hover over the Polystar tool. All right, so we're going to use this tool. If we click on it, and you can see our options come up down here, we're going to go ahead and adjust the color of it and then go ahead and draw it. All right, so once we have the polygon tool selected, we're going to come up to Properties. And if we click on that, so here's fill and stroke. So this is the stroke and this is the fill. It looks a little different than what you're used to in Adobe Illustrator, but it's the same concept. So for our stroke, we're going to go ahead and click to get rid of it to no stroke. So we're just going to click right there. And then in our fill section over here, we're going to double click or just click it once, sorry. And let's pick a bright color for our star. You guys can choose whatever you want for fun. It doesn't have to be the exact same yellow that I have right now. All right, so next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to the Properties panel. We're going to click on the Options button under the Tool setting. So looking for the tool setting right here, here's Options. We're going to choose down. It will allow you polygon or star. We want a star. And for our number of sides, let's do 5. And for the star point size, we can do 0.5 is fine. And let's click OK. All right, so the options will determine the size of your star. You guys can adjust it from there. There's other things you can do, like increasing your stroke, different styles or widths. So here's really where you would adjust this. So any tool you're on, if you go to Properties, you can see options for that tool. All right, so we can go ahead and start just adding stars wherever we want to, just by clicking. We'll see them come in. We can add little ones. If you notice, you can if you don't let go, you can rotate them however you want them to be. So see that little circle that appears? If you're very careful, you can rotate them. We can do large stars, little teeny ones, wherever you want. Just have fun with it. And that's it. So we're ready for our animation to be done, and we're ready to go ahead and preview what our movie's going to look like. In order to get out of the star, if you just click on the selection tool, it'll get you out of there. That also allows you to go, and if you, like, say, select a star, you could then adjust the angle of that star or anything else just by having the selection tool, and you can adjust it right over here. Okay, so let's go forward now, and we're going to go ahead and do the steps to preview our movie and save it out.